It's 30 degrees outside, but that won't stop us from building the garden of our dreams. Watch as we freeze our fingers off, with love of course, to build these sturdy raised garden beds, because fresh veggies are worth the frostbite. So we built these garden beds for two reasons. One, I like the way the garden beds look, and two, our yard is a series of slopes, and so we needed to kind of terrace the areas that we wanted to plant in to give us a little more real estate and to make sure that our crops don't just wash down the hill. So we're building this bed from 2x6 lumber, not pressure treated, just kiln dried pine, and we cut everything down to length, and we're attaching everything with 2-inch deck screws. I also used some scrap 2x4 to make braces to hold the two parts of the bed together. So basically what we did, we built a 4x8 box, and then we built another 4x8 box on top of that first box. And to hold those two boxes together firmly, we're using a piece of 2x4 screwed into both boxes that are stacked on each other. Hope that makes sense. Once we got it put together, we moved everything to the backyard and figured out where we wanted to place the boxes. Now, as I mentioned before, our yard is a slope on a slope. It's a couple of different slopes. So we needed to figure out how to get the beds fairly level. And what we decided to do is to dig trenches. So here's my husband using his pickaxe to dig a trench so that the garden bed will sit down in the ground and be pretty level. And once it's level, then we know that anything that we plant won't slide down the hill, the box won't slide, everything will be nice and even and sturdy. So once we got it dug out, and it looks like we got it in the first try. We did not. This was trial and error. We dug out a little bit, placed the box, made adjustments, placed the box again. It was just a lot of back and forth. I'm sure there are much more efficient ways to do this, but this is how we did it. Eventually we succeeded. We got the bed fairly level. We backfilled the trench, made sure everything was nice and sturdy so that my garden won't slide down the hill. And here we are. We've got a 4x8 garden bed that was pretty easy and inexpensive to make. So much so that we decided to make 3 more 4x4 boxes. So I hope you've been inspired to try to build your own garden beds. And if you do, share with us so I can see how your garden is growing.